Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Today looking at Boss Fight Studios, my first one in quite a while to review. At the Faerie Warrior Winged Terror. Looks pretty cool. I've got all of this wave. I've got one of the female Knight of the Cord, two more on the way, three of the Queen Solan, three of the fairies, and one is it Stefano? Sorry, not Stefano. Stefano, sorry. So let me start the reviews off by reviewing the Faerie Warrior. It looks pretty cool. There is some information on the back. I'm not going to read it to you, but what I will do, if I will stick it here. Hopefully you can get a nice focus, freeze the video, and read that. If not, I'll do it again when I turn the camera around, so it's a better camera on the other side. Looks really cool. I'm really excited for this wave. After the female wave for a while, I'm glad they've come out. I think, I'm not sure which is going to be the best of the wave in my opinion. Maybe the Queen, maybe the female Knight. Now what's interesting, if you look at the Faerie Warrior on the back, the one I'm reviewing now, there's a big contrast in skin tone to the purple to the green on the clothes. But looking at her in the actual packaging, that skin tone is different, it's not as blue. And the contrast on the green on the clothes from the purple to the green is quite minor. So there seems to be some coloration differences from the photograph samples to the ones we've actually got here, the actual final releases. Okay, so let me turn the camera around and let's get into this. Okay, here she is, and she is pretty damn nice, I've got to say. And as I did say earlier, there is actually quite a big difference in the colouring. I've got her card just behind here. We can see easier now that she's out of the packaging. So you can see there's a huge contrast on the actual artwork or the picture on the back. That contrast is not as good. Her skin tone is darker in real life. The purple is dark, a little bit darker. The green's not as bright. And it's not just a lighting issue with fantastic lighting on their picture and my lighting being not so great on my camera here. It is actually different, you can see. Okay, so first thing I will say is you have to heat up the joints on the wings here, because they were going to snap if I tried to bend them. She does look really good. I love this weapon here. I just wish they put a joint in the actual claw, because, you know, people do customs. That'd be fantastic for doing like Beetle or Monster customs, or just in general play use as well. Shield looks pretty nice, so the colouring's pretty good. Simple, sort of metallic. She's got like a metallic colour to her skin, works quite well. Metallic on the sort of beetle colour, same colour on the claw, and on this insect style armoured helmet here, as opposed to head. And I say that because I do have a head exposed helmet or head a bit lower down, but there is a issue with that, and that is the difference between the colour on the flesh and the helmet is not that great. It's not that big. So when you look at this version here, there's not a huge, there's not, up the skirt shot there, there's not a huge difference between the actual, can I get a focus there, okay, the actual flesh tone and the sort of helmet tone, which is a, you know, bit of a downer. It'd be nice if there was a bigger difference. Now she comes with two alternate hands, and they're like sort of a right hand Spider-Man hand almost, and a left hand almost again Spider-Man hand like that. So I'll just quickly show you those, then we'll go back to her. And obviously she comes with a base like Boss Fight Studios do. And what's really nice is they come with a collector friendly packaging, so it's easy to pack away. So looks great on the back. Now there's a hole there. I'm hoping that the actual shield can fit on her back, because that's like a flying beetle. That'll look pretty damn impressive. That's long. I guess it has to be long because of the wings, but yeah, that you might have to heat up her back a little bit, the hole to fit there, but that should fit in there. Great job, Boss Fight, though. Mine's not going to fit in unless I heat up first. Or I cut down the actual peg slightly, as in sharpen it so it's a bit smaller. then wedge ends. That'll look pretty fantastic. If I just rest it like that. Yeah, very, very good design. Very well thought out boss fight, sorry. Very well done on that, and fantastic work. So holds that very easily. Let's have a look at articulation. If I just put it in, I'll take it off now for articulation. I'll keep the wings in as well. And then after this, I will swap the heads over, have a look, and do a comparison. And the wings popped out. So the wings just pop in. You might have a bit of a struggle if you don't heat up the figure first. But because I've just had that in, it shouldn't be too bad to go in. Okay, so the wings will obviously swivel, and they have a joint which I heated up, so they will do a flying action as well. Now the plastic on these wings is a slightly different type. It's more brittle, I would say, than the actual figure plastic. That's why it's important to heat up first. So your wings can go down and almost fold behind her. They can come up and they can open and close. Let me just take them off because they will impede articulation a little. Okay. So it's a double barbell for the head joint. So she has an up and a down. Really good down. Look at that. Up. The sculpt on the back of the helmet gets away just a little bit, which is a shame. She has a side to side, really good side to side, and she has a left and a right turn. Arms all the way around. That looks like the leaf armor across the chest section might get in the way a little bit. Biceps, boss fight are okay on biceps generally speaking. Yeah, that's good. Over 90 degrees, even with that little accessory around her arm there. And just a little bit over again on the right hand as well. There's no forwards backwards on the trunk, but she can turn. And there's not really a side to side. There is no separate waist turn. Don't force the waist, you'll snap something inside. Hips outwards, not bad. Pretty good, to be fair. Forwards backwards, you might struggle a little bit having her closed there. Forwards is not bad. Backwards is almost non-existent. And what is new, we now have thigh twist. Fantastic. Help with some poses. Double kneecap, skinny legs. Look at that. Nice and tight. Foot, you do have your tippy toe. Fantastic tippy toe on boss fight, has to be said. You have dorsiflexation, your Michael Jackson. Fantastic dorsiflexation as well. Really good job on that. You have your swivel inwards and outwards. But what you don't have is a boot turn, which I would really like them to see them do in future, or sometime in the future in their releases. Fantastic looking figure. Great articulation. I think this is a fantasy winner for sure. And it's nice that they've announced that they can do dwarfs and halflings and another orc, I believe. Okay, let me just quickly pause this, swap a head round and come back and we take a look at her with the other head on. So here she's with the head. Looks really nice. Again, I wish they'd kept that other skin tone because the contrast is not quite enough for my liking. However, the skin tone she does come with is still nice. She's in a semi-action pose now. Let's get in an action pose. Let's set her up for a little bit of action figure action. Some fantasy action there. Let me see. Get a nice pose. Maybe like this. Get the shield there. A bit more upright perhaps. Get that balance going on. There we go. Having that thigh turn does make such a difference. So she is in her fantasy pose there. And she is going to be having it out with my little skeleton I got the other day, who I think is absolutely fantastic. And I will be trying to find more of him. Let me get him in a little pose first as well. Okay, he's just about ready to go. Nearly then. His legs just sort of went from underneath him. Let's get that foot a bit flatter. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's a nice shot of the two there. Maybe if I get a bit closer. Oops. Couple of fantasy warriors locked in, ready to fight to the death. Great looking figure, great start from this wave. I'm looking forward to reviewing the other three. Please subscribe, click the notification icon to so you don't miss the next reviews and more videos that are coming, and check out that stuff on my channel. There's over 1,000 videos. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.